Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my review slash demo on this lovely hair foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage Full Coverage Weightless Feel Foundation. That is a mouthful. This just recently came out and I haven't really heard too much about it besides that it was out. As you guys know, I work at Walgreens, so I saw when the display went up, and I'll see when it comes back down. So this foundation, I've heard that it's really thick and really kind of cakey, but depending on how you apply it, I can see how it can kind of get that conception or misconception maybe. So this is going to be my review of this foundation. I am in the shade 312 Cocoa. There is a cream cafe, which I felt like was going to be my color, but then I was like, no, I think it's going to be a little too light. So I decided to just go with this one. I do think that I might have to end up mixing these foundations if I do determine that I like it. On the back of this foundation, it says that the finish of it is a natural finish, so it's not a matte like the Infallible, and it's not a luminous radiance like the Lumi cushion foundation. It says that the wear is up to 24 hours, which I don't understand how anyone would wear this on their face for 24 hours. That is disgusting, for one. And then the coverage is a high full coverage, and the texture is air/light. So it says the Pro Face and Body Foundation, ultra light seamless coverage. It says a pro tip is to use everywhere: face, neck, arms, legs, to cover imperfections and even skin tone. So that is what it says on the back of this bottle. So do you guys like my cup shirt? I got it for Christmas, and I just had to throw that in there. That I used to be a White Sox fan, and I started dating my boyfriend 7 years ago, and they are all Cubs fans, as well as my dad and everything like that. And they got me a cup shirt for Christmas, and I'm like, I guess. Here, well, in Chicago, it's like, the South Side, North Side, whatever, White Sox, Cubs. Like, you are either a White Sox fan or you are a Cubs fan. You cannot be both, except for me. So anyways, I'm going to go in with this foundation, and I'm going to do half and half just so you guys can see the difference of the, kind of like how it applies. I'll scoot it a little so you guys can see a little bit better. I am going to use my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. This is the brush that comes to a point that you can get under your eye and everything like that. And it does have a squeezy tube, so I'm going to squeeze it on the back of my hand. And it is like a moussey kind of texture. And then I'll dot it onto my face. I have no primer on my face. All I have is skincare. So this is just going on bare skin, besides having a moisturizer. Color actually doesn't look too bad. It is a little warm, which I kind of figured that it would be because all of L'Oreal's foundations are like orange for some reason. And I'm just going to use this brush to blend it out. Now it does feel really thick and hard to blend out. So using a brush does not seem like it would be the best thing with this foundation. It is extremely thick, you guys. Okay, so that is the side of my face. It does have awesome coverage. Like, my face looks really airbrushed over here. Like, it has covered any imperfection that I have. The brush definitely, I feel like, is not a good way to apply this foundation, just because it is super cakey. It has caked up my foundation brush already with just half of my face. So I would, of course, have to flip it to the other side to do the other side. But the color, once blended into the skin, it doesn't look too bad. And after I highlight and contour and everything like that, it would not look too bad. But oh my gosh, L'Oreal. Come on, you guys. L'Oreal is a multi-billion-dollar company. And you can't expand your ranges to have different undertones for darker skin? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Did you guys watch Bad Girls Club? Okay, never mind. Let it be. So, yeah, I don't understand why we can't get a normal foundation with like a neutral undertone and not this orange crap that's on my face right now. Like I mentioned, it doesn't look extremely bad, but we shouldn't have to make it work. You know what I mean? So, rant over. I'm going to do the other side with the Beauty Blender just to see the difference and see how it applies differently with a Beauty Blender as opposed to with a brush. So once again, I'm just going to dot it all over my face. And it has caked up even on my hand. Look at the coverage on my hand. Like it is high coverage as stated. And then blending this out with a Beauty Blender. This feels a lot better. Blending it out with a Beauty Blender feels a lot better. It shears it out a little bit more, and it doesn't feel like I'm like tugging on my skin to blend the foundation out. Especially if you don't, like if you want something thick, but you don't want something too thick, this Beauty Blender is definitely going to be your best friend with blending this foundation out. Do I look like an Oompa Loompa or not? Like, what the fuck? Like, look at my neck compared to my foundation, or my face. Look how orange this looks on my skin. Ladies, don't go out there looking like this. This is not cute, looking like a Oompa Loompa. I don't understand how there can be so many damn beiges, but we can't get one cocoa correct. Maybelline, L'Oreal, CoverGirl. I mean, come on. Despite the color, the coverage is like amazing. It is very similar to the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. If you guys have ever used that foundation, that's one of my personal favorites right now, especially because I found a better skin tone shade. That foundation is really similar to this foundation. If you guys would like to see a comparison video with those two, I can definitely do that, kind of like I did with the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. Definitely let me know if you guys want to see that. But this foundation coverage is amazing. It is beautiful. It is a natural finish as stated. The color is just not very good, and I would recommend to use it with a beauty sponge or a beauty blender or something that you can wet and that it will expand and be able to kind of enlarge and shear out the product a little bit more, because if you do use your brush will become really cakey and really thick, and it'll make just applying it a lot more of a hassle as opposed to just using it with a sponge and it making it really easy. So those are my thoughts on this foundation. The color is just all bad. I'm looking at myself in my viewfinder like, girl. But other than the color, it is a very nice foundation. It's just very thick, and if you don't like thick foundations, this is not for you. If you are extremely dry, this is not for you. If you are combo oily, this is a great foundation for you. Even if you're normal skin, this is a nice foundation for you. But if you're dry / very dry, you won't like this. Even though it states that it's a natural finish, you wouldn't like this. So those are my thoughts and my opinions on this foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.